welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am doing my first ever pick a card reading, and I decided to do something fun and something that will make everyone feel kind of good again. You know what I'm saying? Because who doesn't want a good compliment? Who doesn't want to know what makes them attractive as a person? So today I decided to do what makes you attractive to other people, whether that be strangers, friends, exes, your secret admirers, whatever. What is it about you that make people like, damn, like I like this about that person? If you're new to this channel, welcome. Please subscribe. I plan on doing some more future fun tarot videos. And please make sure to hit that notification bell so that you can see when I upload and post a tarot video. So anyways, I have 4 piles here today. Because I know usually people who do pick a card readings, they always use crystals or whatever. I wanted to do something fun and something easier to kind of, help people choose which pile feels right for them. For each pile, I decided to do a different type of fruit. So whichever fruit that you feel like you're craving right now, that sounds delicious to you right now, I think that's a group that you should go for. And honestly, as I was shuffling these cards and meditating, I was super excited for this reading. Like, I feel like there's going to be some good information coming out of these cards. So yes, anyways, I'm going to show you guys up close of each deck. And if you need a second to meditate, to feel whatever is right, go ahead. And I'll put the groups down below in the description and in the comment section, just in case. So, yeah. Please enjoy this reading. Okay, so here are the 4 different piles. For group 1, we have mango. For group 2, we have watermelon. For group 3, we have strawberry. And for group 4, we have peach. So like I said, whichever group, whatever fruit feels right, or whatever fruit you feel is you're craving right now, maybe that is the group you should choose. Anyways, you can take a second to pause this video if you need more time. With that being said, I will start with group number 1, which is mango. Hi, group number 1. So if you chose group number 1, you should have chosen mango. And so here is your reading. This is what people find attractive about you. So we have the 2 of Wands, the World, Ace of Cups, the Fool. As for astrology cards, we have the 11th house, we have the Virgo card, and we also have the Uranus card. Next, we have the Femininity card. This is from a deck I made, by the way. And we have the Tree card. Then we also have Sacred Space. And then we also have Adversity. And then we have Sanctuary. So right off the bat, what I'm noticing with this group is that there's a lot of duplicate cards. So that tells me that this is going to be a pretty accurate reading. Okay, so there's something really interesting about this group. Group number 1, I'm seeing you guys as people who actually are social people and like to communicate and connect with people, but at the same time, you guys are also you detach a lot and you like to go off by yourself and do your own thing. I'm seeing you as people who kind of stay at home a lot or is in your sacred space a lot. You like to be alone. I'm seeing you as people who are very intuitive and sensitive people, so you feel the energies around you a lot. Therefore, you kind of go into you like to be at home a lot. You like to be in the comfort of your own space, and I see you as someone who likes to recharge your energy and likes to heal. But you're also someone who gets along very easily with groups of people, because we do have the 11th house here. If I could take it out. Oh, these stupid nails. This is, hold on. Let me readjust myself. Because we do have the 11th house here, which tells me that, you know, you're someone who does well in group settings. You know, I'm seeing you as someone who, like, can talk in groups. Like, you know, you probably have a lot of friends, or maybe you don't see it that way. Like, maybe you don't think you really have that many friends, but I feel like people who you probably don't necessarily take as friends, you probably see as acquaintances, I feel like they probably see you as a friend, because, like, you know, you have this, like, way of connecting with people really easily. And you know, like, I'm seeing you as someone who's funny. You know how to joke around, and you get a lot of people's humor. Like, you kind of can, what am I trying to say? I feel like you're someone who can mesh well with different types of humor. Where there's, like, you know, sarcasm. There's dry humor. Is that the same as sarcasm? I don't know. Or there's people who's very expressive with their humor. And I feel like you know how to, like, I feel like you understand different types of humor, and you make people feel understood. Like, I'm seeing you as someone who laughs. Like, you know how to make people feel good. Even if you don't necessarily care for, like, the person like that, like, I'm still seeing you as someone who's very lighthearted. You like to make people feel good. Like, you're a positive energy to be around. Like, we have the Fool. I don't know why, but the Fool gives me that energy. When I think of the Fool, I don't know why, a lot of the times I think of Sagittarius energy. Like, you're someone who's very optimistic. Like, you're someone who just, like, you go to the beat of your own drum. You do your own thing. I'm seeing you as independent too, because we do have Uranus here too. So I'm seeing you as someone who's independent. Like, you know how to connect with people, but at the same time, like, you're not gonna let, like, people influence you. Like, you still have your own energy. You still have your own, you're still your own person, if that makes sense. And I'm getting that you're someone who's well-tempered. Like, you're well-tempered. I feel like you like the peace, and you try not to break the peace a lot. And I feel like people like that about you, because when there's a lot of people, especially at workplaces, school, there can be drama. And I'm feeling like you're someone who doesn't, you know, you're someone who doesn't like to be around the drama. Yeah, like, you're not someone to be in the drama a lot. Like, you keep to yourself. But you also know how to keep, like, healthy relationships with people, is what I'm picking up. And we also have the Ace of Cups here, which tells me that you're someone who is, you know, you're very in touch with your emotion, and you have an emotional intelligence to you. And I also feel like there's a lot of, like, suitors for you guys. Like, I feel like there's people in the background who just, like, want to, like, give you their cup, like, wants to offer you the world, wants to give you, you know, love. But you're someone who's, like, kind of, like, I'm seeing you as someone who's kind of, like, you're not hard to reach, but you are at the same time. Like, you kind of just, one minute you're there, and then the next you're out. Like, you're somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Or you're doing other things. Like, one minute you'll be alone, and then the next minute, like, a whole group of people will be around you. So, like, you know, people can't really, you know, it's hard. It's kind of hard to, like, be one-on-one with you, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of hard to be one-on-one with you. And you're probably going to be like, okay, so how is that attractive about me? It's just, like, in a weird way, like, it's kind of like that celebrity status where, like, you're just hard to reach. Like, you know, like, too many people mess with you. Like, you know, you're just an independent person. You're that energy of, like, wow, like, she seems like that cool girl. Like, people like her, and she doesn't even have to try. Like, she doesn't have to try hard. Like, you don't have to try hard for people to like you. And then we have the World card here, which tells me that you're someone who, like, when you walk into a place, like, people will be looking, okay? Like, people will be looking. Like, I feel like when you're out in public, like, there's, like, you get checked out a lot. You do. You get checked out a lot. You're probably someone who's really beautiful, too. We also have the femininity card here. So that tells me that you're someone who's very feminine. I'm seeing, like, makeup. Like, you might like makeup. You might be very into fashion. And with the world card here, I'm seeing you're someone who likes to, like, who dresses to impress. Well, not dresses to impress necessarily, but, like, you're always looking good. Like, you never leave the house looking bad. Like, even if you're going down the street to a liquor store, if you're going to the grocery store, I'm seeing you as someone who, like, you know, make sure you're showered, make sure your hair is done, you have your makeup on, like, your clothes are nice and clean. Like, you know, you take pride in how you look and how you carry yourself is what I'm seeing. And that's also why I feel like people check you out, because, like, you know, there's a lot of people out there who, like, you know, don't really care about their appearance like that, but you're someone who does. Like, you care. But even I'm also saying, like, even if, like, you're someone who, like, who doesn't do the most with your appearance all the time, I'm seeing, like, you're still really pretty. Like, you're still someone who knows how to look good when you're wearing sweats and when your hair is in a messy bun, or, you know, when you're not wearing makeup. Like, you're still cute. Like, you still work it. Like, I feel people are like, dang, like, how is she still able to, like, look good with, like, that on? Her hair looks cute in that way. Like, I'd never be able to wear it like that. I'd look a fool. Yeah. And you're also, with Uranus here in the 11th house, like, you're someone who probably has a different type of style. You're probably someone who has, like, a unique style. People, like, I'm not saying that your style is very, very plain Jane. Like, I'm seeing you as someone who could be just, like, I heard bougie. So some of you could be bougie, but I'm also feeling like some of you, like, you're just very different with your style. Like, it's just creative and it's different, but it's also very cute and stylish. It's very original. It's very eccentric, but it's you. And only you know how to rock it well. And I'm also seeing you as someone who's multi-talented too. Like, I'm seeing you as someone who, like, probably knows how to, like, do more than one thing. You're probably talented at more than one thing. Like, I'm seeing you as someone who probably knows how to do tarot, or probably knows how to dance also. It probably knows how to do hair at the same time. Probably can do nails with all in the same caliber. Like, I'm seeing group number 1. I'm seeing some of you as being multi-talented. Some of you could be singers, actors, actresses. Yeah. And I'm seeing you guys as someone who's very lucky. Like, I feel like things just fall into your place. Like, I feel like maybe bosses from your past, like, easily, like, getting along with you. Therefore, you'd get benefits really easily from that. Like, I'm just seeing, like, bosses liking you. Even if you're not, like, the hardest worker there, like, I'm just seeing, like, you having, like, because you have so much optimism and you have a bright energy to you, I feel like, you know, you benefit off of that. Like, people end up liking you and, like, you know, wanting to offer you things, wanting to give you things. Yeah. And I'm also seeing, like, some of you guys have really nice hair. I'm seeing thick hair. Some of you guys might have curly hair. And I'm seeing some of you guys, because we do have the Virgo here, I'm seeing some of you guys as very detailed, very logical individuals. I feel like people, like, when people need advice or when people want, like, have questions on certain things, they can come to you and ask you because you have a lot of information. Like, I'm seeing you as someone who carries a lot of information, carries a lot of, like, who's very smart and logical. And I feel like people are like, okay, wait, let me go run by this person to see what they think. Like, what advice they have on this situation. And I feel like that also ties into your talent. Some of you guys could be good with cars. So like if people are having car problems, they can probably call you up like, hey, like what do you do about this? Or if you're good at like, you know, with intuition, like some of you I feel like are good with tarot and are psychic. I feel like some people can probably come to you with their issues and like what they should do in certain situations. Like I feel like people come to you for advice, and I feel like you are not, like I feel like you're not judgmental, but well, I feel like you guys are not judgmental, but you can be to a certain extent, because I'm seeing people coming to you for advice, but you also keep it real with people. Like you try and be nice with people and you try and keep a loving energy to it, but when people like, you know, asking you for advice, like you keep it real. Like you know how to keep it 100 and tell people, no, I think this is how it should be, or no, I don't think this person is good for you, or you know, like you know, yeah, like you're someone who keeps it real. And I feel like you try and have the best intentions of people too. Also, and it comes out in how you talk to people and how you communicate. You're like group number 1, you guys are very independent. Like I'm seeing you as someone who like doesn't really need anyone. Like not that you don't need anyone, but like you kind of go your path by yourself. Like you just live life by your own rules and your own means and how you want to live it. Like I don't see you as someone who gets easily influenced by other people. I feel like people are more influenced by you. And I feel like you're someone, like people might have done you dirty in the past, because we do have adversity here. So like people might have like, you know, took you for granted, or you know, have kind of done you wrong in the past. And I feel like they've learned from that. Like I feel like they kind of have been like, wow, like damn, like I really let this person go. Like this person was actually a pretty good person to me, and I, you know, like I ruined it. Like I feel like people learn lessons from being, you know, in your presence. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing you as someone who doesn't take BS, and like some people, like they're not used to that. So like when they come across your energy, I feel like they straighten up. Like they're like, okay, like I can't mess around with this person, because they're not gonna take that. Like they're not gonna take that. Yeah, and you're someone who learns from your lessons very easily too. Like when you go through something, like I feel like, okay, like you're like, okay, I can't do that again. Like no. No. The 2 of Wands here next to the World, I feel like you guys are someone who probably exudes sexual energy, even if you're someone who isn't like, you know, not the most sexual person out there right now. Like you probably, even if there's some people out there who are celibate or are a virgin watching this video, I'm saying that like you're hot. Like even if you don't see it, like I'm feeling like, you know, when you do things, like when you move in action, when you walk, you know, the way your body is, like people find, like some people, your secret admirers, strangers, like they see you as hot. Like scrumptious mango, juicy mango. Yeah, like you're someone, like even if you don't like care that much about a specific person, like you come off as someone who cares a lot, and it like makes people feel like, you know, like okay, so there is someone who cares about me, you know, there is someone who, you know, there is, like you're a refreshing energy, like you're refreshing, like you're different from a lot of other people. So like when you come into people's lives, I feel like you're just this refreshing energy, and people learn off of you too. Like people learn from you. I'm seeing you as someone who holds a lot of knowledge. So like when people like hold a conversation with you, they like they learn a lot within like just like 5 to 10 minutes of speaking with you. Just with femininity here, like I don't know, it just tells me that you're someone who's very beautiful, and yeah, like you have Venusian energy around you. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you had Venus aspecting your ascendant or in your first house. That's just astrology language if anyone's asking. But yeah, you guys are good looking. Like you guys are good looking. Oh, and with sacred space and sanctuary, this gives me the energy that you can come off as mysterious sometimes. Like I said, one minute you'll be in the social setting, and then the next minute you'll be gone by yourself, off doing your own thing. Like, I feel like there's some people who want to get to know you really bad and they just haven't gotten to do that. But like there's people who are interested in you because you have this mysterious like energy to you. They're like, who is this person? Like, who are they? Like, they're different. Like, even if people haven't held a conversation with you, like people could tell that you're different, like just by the way you wear your hair, by the way you dress, by the way you carry yourself, your aura. It's just refreshing, it's new, it's different. I'm also seeing you as someone who's probably gone through a lot of physical transformations too. Like you might have been someone who lost a lot of weight, or you might be someone who changes their hair a lot. Like I'm seeing like hair color being changed. Like you dye your hair a lot different colors. Like I'm seeing you as someone who switches up a lot with your physical appearance. And for those of you who have lost weight, because I am picking up some weight loss here, like I feel like people like are questioning like how did they do that? Like I'm seeing you like secretly working out and losing weight little by little, and like people slowly noticing that you put in this work. And I also feel like you're someone who probably has a lot of friends too. Like, and I feel like around your friend group, you bring newness to your friend group. You bring change. And like you're someone who brings like the weird qualities out of people. Like I'm seeing with people that you're close to, like your friends and your family, like you bring like the fun, weird, and quirky side out of them. Like you bring the more authentic side out of them, if that makes sense. And I feel like you're someone like people like when like it doesn't take people long to like spill their guts around you. Like you could have met someone like an hour ago, and then next thing you know, you guys are in a full blown conversation, and this person is talking about being on their third divorce, and talking about their personal business. Like I feel like people have an easy time opening up to you. So yeah, that's basically everything I picked up. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and please subscribe for more videos. And yeah, and please let me know if this is accurate. If let me know, because I want to know. What you guys what resonated with you guys. I want to know what I picked up that was correct. So yeah, anyways, bye. So welcome group number 2. If you chose group number 2, you chose watermelon. So yeah, I'm craving a watermelon right now, so watermelon sounds good. Anyways, so the first card you guys got was the Magician. You guys got the 9 of Swords. You guys got the 6 of Swords. You guys got the 9 of Cups. And then you got the North Node card. You also have the South Node card. Interesting. You also have the Moon card. You have Love. The Love card. I don't know why I said it like that. You also have the Fertility card. You have the Change card. You have the Journey card. And then you have the Energy card. Interesting. Group number 2, you guys have some interesting cards here. Like, I wasn't expecting this, honestly. Truly. Okay, so right off the bat, there's this energy, there's this motherly energy here. We have, excuse me. We have the Moon here, and we also have Fertility here. So this tells me that you're someone who has like a motherly energy to you. Now, some of you can actually be mothers yourself. I'm seeing you guys be really good with children and babies. Even if you're not, if you don't have kids, you could be good with kids. And or you just carry this motherly energy around you. I'm seeing you as someone who's very soft and nurturing. Yeah, like I'm seeing people like asking, like coming to you for advice, coming because I feel like you're someone who holds a lot of wisdom also. But also group number two, like you guys are really good at manifesting. Like you guys are really good at manifesting what you want. Because we do have the Magician here, and we also do have Nine of Cups here. So yeah, that tells me you're someone who like easily gets what you want. Like I'm seeing you as someone who'd be like, some of you, not all, resonate how you do. Some of you are like, okay, it's my way or the highway. Like this is what I want. And you will get it. You will. You're seen as someone who looks like you have it all. Like even if you're not that way, like you probably are someone who's like, no, like not even. I'm seeing you as someone who like you look like you have it together. Like you look like you have it together. Excuse me, like you have it together. Or you try to have it together. You could be someone who your life is in low-key in crisis, or your life, is not where it wants to be. But other people like look at you and they're like, ugh, this person has it all. Like they're so lucky. Like why can't I be as lucky as them? Like also group number two, I'm seeing you're someone who, you move on quickly. Like you are someone, like if someone is toxic, if you're not liking the energy of someone, you move on quickly. You're not going to be like one to stay. Because we do have change card here, and Six of Swords. So yeah, like that tells me like you're someone who like moves on from people quickly. If breakups happen, whether that be like a committed like loving relationship, or whether that be like a friendship, I feel like you're someone who like doesn't get as bothered as the other person would. Yeah, and I'm also seeing some of you guys could also travel a lot too. That's also what I'm saying. Like you could be someone who travels a lot or who's always in their car. And I'm seeing like people might check you out like while you're like in your car. Like I'm seeing you at like a stoplight and you're probably just like chilling or jamming to music, and like you get checked out and you're always on the go. Like I'm seeing you someone who's like, because we do have the Journey and Energy card here, like you're always on the go. Like 1 minute you're there and then the next minute you're gone. It's kind of like group number one. So some of you guys might have if you chose group number one, you might have chose group number two too, which I don't blame you, that's okay. But I'm seeing you as someone who like is like a go-getter, like in a weird way. Even if you're not someone who's very aggressive with what you want, you are able to manifest it. Like I'm seeing you as someone who might use subliminals or the law of attraction. Yeah, and I'm seeing you as someone like who could probably teach this to other people or like let people know about this also. Okay, but with the Nine of Swords here, like I'm seeing you as someone who like, when you do care for someone, you do care. When you have a strong relationship with somebody, you care deeply and you are nurturing. But as soon as they like do something that you don't care for, you cut them off and there's no going back. There's no going back. And believe it or not, like it hurts the people. Like I'm saying, like when you break bonds with people, or in the past when you've broken bonds with like significant people in your life or people who you had a good connection with, like it really hurts them. Like I'm seeing like it takes people a long time to get over you. It does. But right smack dab in the middle, we do have the Love card here. So yeah, you're a loving person. I feel like you generate love, or you attract relationships easily, whether that be like actual loving relationships or friendships. You do like, you're someone who does like harmonious relationships, and you like to keep the peace. And I feeling like you're someone who's also very intuitive. Like when someone around you is like feeling off, like you can pick it up. You're gonna ask them like, hey, what's up, like, are you okay? You seem like someone who cares. Like I'm seeing you as someone who like you stop and you actually like ask people like, hey, are you okay, when you feel like their energy is off. I'm also seeing you as someone who's also very giving too. Like when you see hobos like asking for money. Sorry, I call them hobos. Excuse me, homeless people asking for money. Like you sometimes you'll give it to them. Like I see you as someone who could be giving. And I'm feeling like you're someone who's very mature too. Like you could probably, if you're young, I'm feeling like you're someone who could probably be more mature than like someone your average age. Like you know more than someone your average age would. And like some people notice that and they're just like, that your mind is just sexy. Like we have swords here, like you have a sexy mind. Like when you talk to people and open up to them, they just find it so attractive how wise and how much information you hold. I feel like when you walk into a place, like eyes are on you. Like I feel like people react a lot when they see you, if that makes sense. Like you could be someone who's pretty good looking. You guys actually being genuinely very good looking people. And like, that's also why people check you out. But I'm also saying that it's not all about your look also. Like there's a specific aura that you guys like, that this group carries, that like, I feel like draws people to you. But you're also someone, like I feel like when you come into people's lives, you change their perspective and view of the world. You do. I feel like people become more in touch with their intuition and more in touch with their third eye when they talk to you or when they connect with you, if that makes sense. Like I don't know, like I feel like when you get close to people and they learn about your views on the world and how you function and how you think, I feel like they're like, wow, like this person is ahead of their time, like I need to start thinking like them. And I'm seeing like, yeah, like you're someone who, like, I don't know, you just have this energy about you. Like you're very nurturing, very soft. People have an easy time feeling very comfortable around you, and I feel like you like to keep the energy around you harmonious. Therefore, that's why people feel like they have an easy time talking to you and like coming out to you. Like I feel like people like have an easy time spilling their guts to you, like telling you anything, telling personal stuff. Well, yeah, like people come to you with their like they come to you with their emotional baggage. Like I feel like not necessarily that they put it on you, although sometimes that can be the case, but I feel like when you're talking to people, like they can get very vulnerable around you. Like they can let out their emotions around you. I'm seeing friends like crying in front of you a lot, coming to you about their issues. Yeah, like you just have this nurturing motherly energy around you. Group number 2, like you guys have like a nice body. Like I'm seeing you guys as having someone as a nice body, even if you're not like the most even if you don't say it that way. I feel like you guys have a really nice body shape. Like when you wear clothes, it looks nice on your body a lot of the time. Even if you're plus size, I'm seeing like you haven't, like you kind of have a nice like shape, if that makes sense. Like you hold your weight in the night in the right places. I also see like some of you guys who like have really nice glowy skin. And group number 2, you guys also could be people who like nature, like being out in nature, like exploring, because that's also what I'm seeing. You guys could be someone who travels a lot too, and I feel like when you go to these foreign places, like, people are interested in you. Like, when you go to these foreign places, the native people there are just like, who is this person? Like, they're different, you know, like, they're interesting. And I don't know why I got this message, but for those of you who have been pregnant in the past, I feel like you guys have easily bounced back from your pregnancy. Bounced back really well. I don't know why I picked that up. Yeah. And then with energy here, like, some of you guys could be carrying some natural, like, sexual energy. I mean, we all do, but I feel like with this group, like, y'all can be sexy now. Don't get it twisted now. And you know how to get it cracking in the bedroom for some of y'all. And I'm also saying you're someone who talks about, like, very deep stuff. Like, you like to talk about deep, stimulating, mind-boggling stuff. Like, I'm seeing you as someone who likes to talk about conspiracy theories. I'm seeing you someone who likes to talk about the government, who likes to talk about stuff that's kind of out of this world, aliens, like, spirit. Like, I'm seeing you, like, liking to talk about occult things, occult topics, things that are kind of, like, buried or, like, no one really is talking about. And I'm seeing you as someone who has goals, and you really try and go after them. Like, I'm seeing you as someone who really tries hard to go after your goals. And what you want to achieve, and you eventually go after it. Like, you can be someone who challenges themselves. I feel like some of you work out too. So if you go to the gym too, I feel like, you know, like, people are like, damn, that girl goes hard. I'm saying, like, running. So some of you guys could, like, actually, like, run track or go running. Yeah. And also, you guys, like, I'm seeing, like, you guys have, like, a lot of, like, secret admirers. Like, I'm seeing a lot of, like, I'm seeing I'm seeing people, like, having crushes on you. And you might see some of these people, like, you might know. I'm seeing, like, I'm hearing that some of you intuitively know that some of these people have crushes on you. And then there's some that are in the background that you don't know. But I'm seeing you guys have, like, secret admirers, like, people who actually, like, will have crushes on you. If you allow yourself to be open to relationships, I'm seeing that, like, you can easily, like, you're a good looking person. Like, you have an energy that draws a lot of people into you, and I feel like people want to like want to be intimate with you very fast. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, anyways, that's it for group number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know in the comment section what was accurate, you know, what you felt resonated with you, because I would really like to know. And make sure you please subscribe, hit that notification bell, you know, because I will be making more fun videos like this. And yeah, anyways, thank you for watching, and bye. Hi, group number 3. If you chose group number 3, then you should have chosen strawberry. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords, we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is the elf card. We have Page of Wands. We have 9 of Wands. We also have the 1st house. We also have the Taurus card. And we also have the 3rd house. And then we have the Universe card. Ooh, we have the Soulmate card. We have the Faith card. We also have the Power card. And we have the Metamorphosis card. Okay, right off the bat, group number 3, you guys are somebody, like, you guys are people who are very connected to your spirit guides. I also wanted to get that out of the way because that just popped in my head, and I also see that through the cards. So, you know, your spirit guides are saying hello. They notice you, they feel you, they see you. So, also group number 2, we have the 1st house, and then we also have the in Taurus card next to it. So it's kind of like first house in Taurus. So some of you guys could actually have your ascendant in Taurus or Taurus energy. But I'm seeing you guys as someone who's people who are very good looking. Like, you guys could be very, very good looking, very pretty, very beautiful. You guys could be someone who takes pride and in your appearance. And it means a lot to you how you look or how you come across people when they first meet you, because you're someone who knows that first impressions are very important. So you could be very good looking, very, very good looking. You could also be someone who like wears a lot of jewelry. It really invests in your outfits and what you wear. I'm seeing you as someone who like takes care of your hair, makes appointments for your nails, like gets your nails done. Like, you make sure, like, you know, I feel like you're someone who makes sure that your appearance is on fleek. Like, it's good. And even if you're someone who like isn't like big on like spending a lot for your appearance or how you like dress or whatever, I'm saying that you have a natural beauty to you. Like, you have a very natural beauty to you. Like, you might not even need a lot. Like, I'm seeing you guys as not people who don't really need a lot of makeup. Some of you might not even wear a lot of makeup anyways. Because like Taurus is like this natural beauty. It's like the more natural side of Venus sometimes. You guys have natural beauty. Like, I'm seeing some of you guys wear your hair naturally, like have natural hair, like not putting too much heat on it all the time. Five of Swords is here, and this is the Spirit deck, by the way. And so the Five of Swords in this deck comes out as Angel. So yeah, I'm seeing you as someone who has a very angelic aura to you. Like, some of you guys could be earth angels. Like, you're someone who like, you have like when people see you, like, some of you just have this like goddess energy. Some of you actually look like goddesses. Like, I'm seeing a lot of you have very wavy, very like angelic hair, natural beauty, but it's very graceful. Like, I'm seeing a natural glow to you guys. Like, I'm seeing some of you guys wear like floral dresses for some reason. It's just very feminine, but very graceful and very soft on the appearance is what I'm feeling. Like, long lashes. Some of you guys have really pretty eyes. I'm seeing some of you guys have blue eyes. I mean, all of you guys have different colored eyes for sure, but I'm seeing some of you guys, like, the eyes are very attractive. Some of you guys can come off as intimidating because we do have power here, and the Nine of Wands and Page of Wands, but like the Pumpkin is here, and he just has this like very scary, like, ooh, like you don't want to mess with him. And I'm seeing you guys as being like, I'm seeing you guys aren't mean, but I'm seeing like some of you guys could have like, some of you guys are like too pretty or too beautiful that it intimidates people. Some of you guys are too good looking that it can intimidate people. That's what I'm saying. Like, or some of you guys just have this natural aura or this natural energy about you, kind of like that Scorpio energy where you demand respect and you will be given respect. You will. Sometimes you could be looking into space, or, you know, like looking at people and they just are like, whoa, like your eyes are intense. Even if you don't realize it, I feel like sometimes like your eyes, like some of you guys, group number 3, your eyes can be intense. Some of you can have Scorpio energy to you, or Pluto aspecting your ascendant, because I'm seeing like, you know, like like when you stare at people or look at people, like it can kind of like intimidate them. Like, they don't know how to react sometimes. Like, sometimes they look away. You know, I feel like when you get checked out and you look at them back, I feel like they can get like, they like stare away. Like, guys, like people stare away because they can get intimidated a little bit. I hate to say it, but for some of you guys, some of you might have heard this too, where you have like intense eyes, or your eyes are just like, whoa, like why are you staring at me like that? That's what I feel like. And you guys don't even try. It just naturally comes. Like, I guess you guys have those type of eyes, but I feel like people kind of like are a little intimidated. Some of you guys can be people who wear black too. Like, you like to wear black. a lot. So yeah, some of you kind of have that energy of like being that person that like a lot of people like have crushes on but are too scared to approach because you're too good looking. Like you're too good looking, or like, people are scared to get rejected by you. Some people don't feel like they're good enough for you. Like I'm seeing people like wanting to marry you, like people like seeing you as someone who's very like marriage like, ooh, like I'd want to marry that girl one day, or I'd want to marry that guy one day. You give sometimes, like when people like, you can give off this vibe as someone who's very traditional. I'm seeing you as someone who likes traditional relationships. Like you actually kind of crave more traditional relationships. I'm seeing you as someone who doesn't really like to be fiddling around. That's what I heard, fiddling. I never even say this word. I'm seeing as you guys someone who like has a more controlled sex nature. Like yeah, you'll have your one night stands, but I feel like most of you crave relationships. Like I'm seeing a lot of you mostly crave relationships. Like you rather get in a relationship than just like be someone's like side piece, or be, just like having sex all willy-nilly all the time. And you're someone who can be very loyal. I'm seeing in your past relationships, like you're someone who actually is very loyal. Like you have a lot of traditional beliefs and you carry those morals with you. And then we have the third house here, which tells me like a lot of you guys are very smart. Some of you guys I'm seeing some of you guys writing music, or just like write in a journal. I'm seeing some of you guys on Twitter like being very funny. I'm seeing like a lot of you guys are funny. Like some of you guys are very funny. Very smart. Like you come off as very smart to people, very knowledgeable. And like you're a very good conversationalist. Like people like talking to you a lot. I feel like some of you guys are those people that like you do get talked about a lot to other people. And it's not in a negative way necessarily, like although I do see like some people, I do feel like for some of you, some people can be jealous of you because you're just so awesome. But like you're someone who like if you go to school, or if you like go to like a job, like I'm seeing like people like around, like I feel like other people like your name is in their mouth. Like people talk about you. Like some people like talking about you because you're good looking. I feel like some of you guys are people who are also very entertaining. Like I'm seeing some of you guys like on Twitter like making funny stuff or saying funny things. And I'm also feeling like some of you guys have this like fun loving energy to you. Like although there's this energy of maturity and morals, and like I only want this. I also feel like there's this energy of like fun, like childlike energy. Like I'm feeling like some of you guys like to have fun. Like I mean, who doesn't like to have fun? But I'm seeing you guys as someone who is the life of the party. You're very fun to be around. You're probably someone who likes to like go out and do things a lot. For some of you, I feel like it's partying, like clubbing sometimes. For some of you, I'm feeling like you guys like to travel a lot and do things. And I feel like you come up with like, oh, hey, like, let's do this. Like, I have this idea. Like, I want to have like this brunch idea, or I want to do a party based off of this book. I'm seeing you as someone who like connects people together, and who just likes to have fun. And then we do have the Faith card here. So yeah, you're someone who is also, you like to stay optimistic. I'm seeing you as someone who doesn't really care for having like doubters around you. Like you don't like having doubters around you, people who are gonna push you down. Like I'm seeing you as someone who is very positive, and you like to put positive light in people. You know what I'm saying? Like when people are saying, oh, this is totally bad, or oh, like this is never gonna work, I'm like seeing you be like, no, like don't say that. You try and bring out the bright side of every situation. Seeing some of you can be fun in the bedroom. I feel like people, like, if you've gotten intimate with people, I feel like they've had fun, like, being in the bedroom with you. And I'm seeing you as someone who like comes with a lot of ideas. You're always like, you know, talking about the next new thing. I'm seeing you as someone who talks about politics. You like to talk about stuff that's just mentally stimulating. But with this group, like, you guys need to watch out because there could be some gossip around also is what I'm picking up. So, you know, people could be gossiping about you, or if you are gossiping, you need to stop because, you know, it could backfire on you. So just be careful of that. I'm seeing you as someone like people like really like, I feel like people like, you're actually someone who like people can kind of like bend down to your needs. Like I'm seeing people liking you, and I'm seeing you have a lot of crushes and people checking you out, but they'll never come up to you because they don't feel good enough for you. They don't. Like if you're someone who's like, man, like why doesn't anyone ask me out? All my friends are over here getting dates. Like why is no one asking me out? I feel like it's because you're very like you guys are like, you're like one of those people that every guy wants. Like you're that girl that every guy wants, you know what I'm saying? Or you're that guy that every girl wants. And a lot of these people like they don't feel like they're good enough for you. Like I feel like there's people who have liked you in the past, but they couldn't say it because, you know, they're like, well, no, I'm not good enough for her. Like she'll never want to date me. Or, you know, like they'll never want to date me. Because you hold, like, I feel like you guys hold some power. Like, you guys, you know, I feel like some of you, like, this group is interesting. I feel like a lot of you guys hold a lot of confidence to yourself, which is really good. Like, I feel like you guys, I know we all have those days where we're like, I'm so ugly, you know, like, why am I even here? But I feel like a lot of you guys do have a lot of those good days where you are confident. And it shows. You know, people don't know how to act around you, you know. People, they admire you, but they feel like you're so above their level. Like, they feel like they're out of your league, you know, or you're out of their league or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can never compete for you. They'll never be able to get you. Other people, though, like, this is probably not true for you personally, but I feel like people see you as someone who might have a lot of suitors. Like, they probably see you as someone like, oh, that person already probably has people lined up. Like, they probably already have people asking them out. Probably people who are better looking than me. So, like, people just, like, you know, they kind of wash away the idea that they can actually be with you. Yeah, like, yeah. But I feel like group number 2, when y'all walk in a room, like, you guys are noticeable. I'm really feeling like some of y'all could be Leo risings or something, or have Leo energy, because like when you guys come out, like I feel like the sun is shining. Like people, like some of you guys probably are always like getting attention from other people, or people are always staring at you. You probably like when you go out, you probably find people staring at you a lot. But I think it's because, you know, you just have this energy to you that's just, like, attractive and warm and, you know, interesting. Like, I'm seeing people look at you as, like, this beautiful goddess. Like, a lot of you guys could be very charming individuals, and you might not even realize it. Like, I feel like when people first notice you, you have this, like, peaceful energy to you. Like, you're just going about your day. But yeah, people take you seriously. And you guys are, like, seen as marriage material. Like, I feel like when people look at you, they know they have to be serious with you. Like, I'm seeing you as someone who doesn't play games in relationships. Yeah. And I feel like when you come into people's lives, you really change their perspective a lot on life. Too, like you probably like teach them a lot. Like I'm seeing you as someone who like really opens people's minds, and you know like make them see things that they didn't notice before. So anyways, that's everything I got from that group. So group number 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please subscribe like I said, hit the notification bell. And I would really like to know what you felt like was accurate, or you felt like really resonated with you. I would really like to know. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Bye-bye now. Hi, group number 3. If you chose group number 3, you should have chosen Peach. Okay, so we do have the 4 of Cups. It did come out in reverse, so I'm going to keep that in mind. Next, we have the Strength card. Next, we have 3 of Pentacles. And next, we have the Death card. We have Venus. Ooh, you guys got the planet of attraction over here. Okay. We have Pluto. Ooh, Pluto. Then we have Mars. Wow. Then we have Storm. And then we have Cat. Then we have the Expectation card. And then we have the Clarity card. And then we have the Humor card. Interesting. Okay, right off the back, group number 4, like, I'm a little jealous. Like, you guys are some very attractive people. Like, let me just say that. Very attractive. Because we do have Venus, Pluto, and Mars in here. So, I hate to say it. I will say it. Because I am seeing a little bit of this energy of... Okay, I'm gonna just say it. Some of you guys might have been in some like relationships in the past where it has turned stalkerish or obsessive. Yeah, y'all need to be careful about that, because I feel like some of you guys might have Venus and Scorpio or Venus Pluto contact, where you know you can attract relationships that bring like the people can turn obsessive on you. But I'm saying this group, like, I'm saying you have a lot of secret admirers. You guys are someone who is very charming. You guys are people who are very beautiful people. I'm seeing you guys have, like, a very nice physical form. I'm seeing, like, thick hips, like, nice booty. Like, very nice bodies. Nice physical features. Like, a lot of you guys have some very attractive physical features, and I feel like the opposite sex, like, they're really attracted. I hate to say it, but yeah, like, your physical features are what really attracts a lot of people. Like, you have really nice physical features. I'm seeing you guys as people who get checked out a lot. Yeah, you might be someone who's checked out a lot, has secret admirers. You might get stalked a bit. Like, I'm seeing you guys have secret stalkers, like people who are stalking you from a distance. Yeah. And I'm seeing you guys like easily like bring people in your life who will ride or die for you. Like, I'm seeing you guys easily bring relationships where people will go hard for you. Like, they easily get very passionate, very intense. And then with Mars here, some of you guys can exude sexual energy a lot. Like, you guys could be someone who also, I'm seeing some of you guys dance. Some of you guys could be dancers and you're really good at dancing. Some of you guys could be really into sports, working out, have really nice physical bodies. I'm seeing some of you guys might be in work where it's very physical. And some of you guys are very hard workers. Like, you get stuff done. I'm seeing at work, like, you're able to, like, get stuff done easily and fast. And when you're moving around a lot, I feel like that's when you're most attractive. Like, when you're, like, I'm seeing, like, some of you guys, like, might, like, when you're driving or when you're, like, some of you guys could even run. Like, run on your daily... Like, go to the park and run a lot. And I'm seeing people, like, be like, damn, like, who's that? And then we have the Humor card here. So you're someone who can also be very... Excuse me. You're also someone who can be very lighthearted. And you try not to take life too seriously. I'm seeing you guys as someone who likes to crack up and joke and have fun. And like when you're out partying, I'm seeing you be the life of the party, very fun. Some of you have like very childlike energy. Even if you are like an older person, I feel like you can bring out that fun loving energy out of you, where you can like, you know, go back to your like teenage days and get down. Some of you guys could go to work, and I'm seeing you like you have an easy time collabing with people, or you try and keep the peace. I'm seeing you as someone who you know, you keep long-lasting relationships. You try and keep long-lasting relationships with people. Having a safe space for people to feel creative. I feel like some of you guys have a job where you have to be very creative, or you have to collab with people a lot. Or whether you go to school where you have to collab with people a lot. I'm feeling like when you like, people feel like they're in safe hands when they work with you. I think you're someone who can be consistent with your work. Someone who's very smart and very creative. Yeah, some of you guys could be Leos too. I'm seeing Leo, Aries, Libra, Virgo, Scorpio. Yeah, but with the Strength card here, I'm seeing a lot of you. I'm seeing some of you being really good at relationships, because we do have the Venus card here. So a lot of you guys are probably good at relationships, or just really good at like being in friendships, or just like bonding with people. And I feel like people around you, like they feel at ease when you're around. Like, weird enough, it's almost like, you know, when you miss a day, like that one day where you don't go to school, or that one day where your friend doesn't come to school, and that person is gone, it just feels like the day is missing, like it just feels all wrong. I get that. That's the energy from you. Like when you're like gone, or when you leave or not around, like it just feels off. Like people like your energy, people like being around you. I feel like you're someone who's funny, who's fun. Like your coworkers miss your energy, like your friends miss your energy when you're not around. You guys have like this warm, loving, fun energy around you. Group number 4. You can be someone who's picky sometimes, is what I'm also seeing. You can be picky sometimes. Yeah. I'm seeing some of you guys can be blunt also. Like some of you guys can be blunt and just like say what's on your mind. I'm saying you'd say it when it's needed. And I feel like you guys are also people who, like, when you feel like something is wrong or something's not fair, you'll say it. And I feel like you're someone, like, who will also, like, stand up for people when, like, you know, you can tell that, like, if someone is getting pushed down by someone else, like, I feel like you're someone to stand up for that other person when they can't speak for themselves. You're someone who will fight the bully, which is really good. Like, I like that. Then we have Storm. So you're someone who's very sensitive to the energies around you. You know, you can tell when someone is just mad or upset. Like, you feel it. You feel it. And I'm like, you're very intuitive. Like, a lot of you are very, like, because you're so intuitive and you hold a lot of kind of like wisdom. Some of you guys can be very honest and very like intuitive, to the point where like people will ask you for advice and you will just like be like, here, like, this is what's up, this is what needs to be said, and they'll thank you for it. Like, I'm seeing people be like, oh my gosh, like, you're so right, like, you're so right. Like, you know, I'm seeing you as someone who will like, who could be like, sis, like, that person is toxic, you need to leave them, and then moments later they'll see what you're talking about and they'll be like, oh my gosh, you're so right. Like you help people open their mind, you help people become more aware, if that makes sense. And you're someone who I feel like you're someone who expects the best for yourself. You're not someone who takes a lot of BS from people, and like, people know that they can't really mess with you too much because you will go off on their ass. But you're someone who also, like, you see people for what they are. And, you know, you're very smart. Like, you are very observative. But, yeah. But I also feel like you're someone who, like, you try and keep your own stuff to yourself. Like, I'm seeing you as someone who, like, you'll only show people certain parts of yourself. Like, you know, you're not gonna just be vulnerable to anyone, is what I'm saying. So people really have to get to know you to, like, unlock pieces of you, if that makes sense. It's almost like a video game where, like, people have to, like, work and work to actually, like, unlock these, like, these things, as you know, as they play this game and as they put in more energy. And it's kind of the same as you, like, you know, like, people have to really get to know you to, like, understand who you are truly. Want to just, like, be friends with anybody. I'm saying you're a friendly person. Like, you're not someone who's, like, just gonna be mean, but you're also, you know, you're someone who, you just, you know, like, you're not gonna be close with everyone. You're, you know, you understand that not everyone is for your energy, and that's good. So, like, you only, like, I'm seeing you vibe with people who you feel like work for you and who works for your energy. It's very, like, people want to know who you are. Like, people are interested in you. Group number 4, you're a very interesting person. I feel like there's people, like, from a distance who are just like, oh, I want to know who this person, like, what she's all about. And I'm also seeing you as someone who, like, transforms a lot. Like, you go through a lot of transformations and rebirth a lot. And I'm also seeing you as someone, like, you know, like I said, you don't deal with BS. You don't deal with the bull. So, you know, if someone brings that to you, I'm seeing you as someone who's going to easily cut off people who no longer serves you, who no longer fits your energy. I'm seeing you as someone who's easily able to cut off people and not deal with people. You might not feel that way, but that's how other people see you. Some of you, like, come off as very strong. Like, a lot of you have this, like, very strong energy to you. Like, people, like, they're like, okay, I can't mess with that person. Like, they know not to mess with you. Like, you just have your own energy to you. I'm seeing you as someone who can be independent, but also does like relationships also. But you can be independent and you don't mind being independent and doing your thing. Maybe you guys can be stubborn too. Like, I'm seeing you guys liking to be in control of, you know, stuff that surrounds you. You know, things that affect you. I'm seeing, like, you like to be in control of. But some people find it attractive because it's like you have your own power to you. Like, you don't just let anyone walk over you. Because I feel like some of you guys in your past, like, like, people have walked over you, or you've been bullied a lot, or people have been, like, you know, not kind of dismissive of your feelings. And so now you have this, like, you're this rock where you're just like, no, like, I feel like I have a say so too, and I should, you know, I'm going to say it. Like, anyways, I think that's everything that I got from this reading. Group number 4, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please let me know what resonated with you, because I would really like to know. And yeah, please subscribe, comment, like, hit that bell if you want to hear more from me. And yeah, I just hope you enjoyed this reading. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I hope you guys have a nice day, and bye.